Yes. Good. Thank you. There will be, director, there will be water splashing here now. It will affect, I'll have to leave this place. Okay, cool. Everybody, how's that? I beg. My phone on that place, and the suit, suit, yeah. Kini na mashubu. Chairman, boss, floor, please, if I'm putting it on, it's not going to affect, yeah. Samodu, I did your shots now. Might enter your shots more now.
Please tell Muzamil to pick.
Jim. Mike. You here? In the water, there's a water splash. They're wetting the pitch here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Change is coming back strong after the defeat. It's not a good defeat for us. We lost 3-1. The good thing we would like to change is coming back strong after the defeat. It's not a good defeat for us. We lost 3-1, though in an away match, but now we are on our home ground and we know what it means to us. One is our last game for
Ogbekon. Ogbekon, I'm live and see. 6 minutes. I don't know. 3 minutes to me, okay. 3 minutes to me. Director, can you hear me? The thing now, the thing is, this pitch they are wetting. It will still come one more time, and it means 6 minutes to me here, and you say 3 minutes to going live. So I want to be very clear, so that we won't be on this broadcast and water will splash. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All the matches for today. Yeah, the results, yes, before the coach interview. Okay. 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 From the southwestern part of the country, Ikenne-Remo in Ogun State, live from the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. It's Remo Stars versus Plateau United in the match week 7 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. You're most welcome. It's the Peace Boys from Plateau State who have come to war against Remo Stars, the Sky Blue Stars, who must be ready for more. This is our live broadcast of all things Nigeria Premier Football League, live from the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne in Ogun State. Remo Stars third on the log of the Group A of the Nigeria Premier Football League, and Plateau United 5th on the Group of A of the NPFL. Earlier in the match day 7 fixture just yesterday, Nassau United defeated Crown United 2-0, while Gombe United were pipped at home 2-1 by Eyimba International. For today, there will be 8 more fixtures, and our live game is happening at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne for Remo Stars versus Plateau United, a game that so many people have described as the Grace Ball versus the Ija Ball, one game that so many would want to see the tactical ability of the two sides, and that's why we're live at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. Earlier on, we had the coaches interview their pre-match thoughts ahead of kickoff here today. And first, we would be speaking to the coach of Remo Stars, Daniel Gumodede, and we talked about his side losing their last away game, and now they will be facing another very uphill task against Plateau United, who both represented Nigeria in the CAF Confederation Cup.
The good thing we would like to change is coming back strong after the defeats. It's not a good defeat for us. We lost 3-1. Doing an away match, but now we are on our home ground and we know what it means to us. One is our last game for the first round, our last home game, and we know the consequence of not getting the needed 3 points in this match. After this match, we'll be going double away, so we know what it means to us. We need to pick this maximum 3 points.
All right, coach, talking about your starting 11 still. Last game, Andy Okwe got a red card. He's not in the starting 11 for this one. Are you confident in the attacking prowess of your team to get all 3 points today?
Yes, Andy Okwe is a vital player for us in the lineup. Yes, no doubt about that. But we've got competent hands. We have about 4 strikers, and out of 4, imagine, Andy is out. We have 3 capable hands to execute the job. It's not a worry for us.
Finally, you're facing a coach that so many people have talked about has the same style of play, the same exciting style of play in the NPFL with you. Is there something you want to really change in terms of playing against the side that plays more like the way your side play?
Yeah, it's a team that tries to play the way we play, but no doubt about it, they are not as fast as we are. And we're trying to take advantage of our quickness during transition. Yes, they keep possession a lot. They're a team that also like to combine passes, play together as a team with good cohesion. But I think they're not as fast as we are, and this is an advantage for us that we really are actually going to take.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Coach, welcome to Ikenne. It's another home game for your boys. Last time out, you were away in the NPFL. You got all 3 points. What are you looking at today? All 3 points for your boys?
Yeah, in football, anything can happen. We come with the mindset of taking 3 points, because in football, we always come with a positive mindset. We have prepared for this game, knowing full well that we are playing against a tactical and technical sound team. A team with a very good coach. I know we're going to be a very tough game. That's why we prepare ourselves for the game.
All right, Coach, let me quickly ask you this one. You're playing in a very familiar environment. You were here for one of the preseason tournaments last time out. Now it's against Remo Stars, who can actually play some exciting football. Is there something you want to change? Because you're facing a side that play the same way in similar pattern.
I think we have studied the Remo Stars team. We have the same type of game, but they have strikers, wingers that are very, very fast. We are trying to contain them, and also want to keep on in our way of playing. We are not going to change our playing style, which is tiki-taka. We also know that there's some advantage we have against them in their defense line. So we will capitalize on we are also they will capitalize to make sure that we get results.
Talking about capitalization, your team will be facing a side that without their main striker, and that's speaking of Antiope. Would that be an advantage for your side?
No, in football we're not afraid of anybody. If Andy is not there, they may get a player who is better than Andy. We know that a team can not only depend on one striker or one player in the team. They have a bunch of players in their team, and I know the coach have prepared the team very, very well. Without Andy, the team is going to succeed. So we prepare very well to make sure that we get something positive into this game.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us, coach.
Yeah, you're welcome.
With the coaches are done with their pre-match thoughts, we would now be heading for kickoff. The players are already in the tunnel as we await this match week 7 fixture of the Nigeria Premier Football League. I would now hand you over to our matchday commentator Emmanuel Etim to bring you up to speed with the kickoff. The players are already in the tunnel, and kickoff is just some minutes for this match week 7, a game that promises to be much more than exciting. Emmanuel Etim, take it away from here.
Well, the Peace Boys have journeyed from the Highlands in Jos to the southwest for today's contest against an opposition entwined with a formidable home record. Well, a side who've won all 3 home matches played this season, scoring 5 goals without conceding. The last home league victory came with a record attached. Samuel Anakwe scoring inside 60 seconds against the People's Elephants. Well, interestingly, he was the player who scored the solitary goal which handed Remo Stars victory over Plateau United in this fixture last season. Wherever you are watching from across the globe, we bid you a fine welcome to the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, Ogun State for this matchday 7 encounter. It's Remo Stars, the Sky Blues as they are famously called, hosting Plateau United, 3rd against 5th on the log. But again, this side are only separated by 2 points in Group A. And it's quite a peculiar season in the Premier Football League. Teams vying for 6 positions in the final placing. That's the only potential progress to seek for the title this season, or a place on the continent to the CAF Champions League or the CAF Confederation Cup. Pleasantries from both teams. At the home side with smiles on your faces. It's also impressive to see Daniel Itodo back in the 40. Remo Stars fans in their considerable numbers as they anticipate what should be one of those routine wins. The confidence immersed in this side is phenomenal, to say the least. Well, for Remo Stars, coach Daniel Gubadede is forced to make wholesome changes to the team that fell heavy to Plateau United in matchday 6. Kaone Bankole and Dio Joe alongside Olamileko Adedayo. Ezekiel Ndidion coming in for Vincent Dafe, Seth Mayu Okona Nyekeme and the suspended Andy Ogbe. Kudus Akani is expected to lead the charge in what looks like a 4-2-3-1 formation. And as the match officials, the centre referee hails from Kano State, Imam Malik Umar, assisted by Jonathan Udwa from Borno, and Kuki is down to the assistant referee from River State. Mustafa Laceman is the 4th official. Always the semen rituals for the Remo Stars players, just paying homage to the supporters who've been with the team since that progression from the 2nd tier to the elite division, the Nigerian Premier Football League. The face of the manager, coach Daniel Ogumodede. Well, he's got style, he's got a bit of panache, there's so much to look at if he can take this team beyond expectations. He's been with a setup since 2015. He's up against one of the finest in the elite division. Coach Fidelis Ilechukwu highly disappointed in terms of the outing on the continent. He knows this terrain won't be quite easy. But if there's a manager who can propel his side to potential 3 points, it's the former MFM gaffer. Well, Mike made his swift move from pitch side to the commentary booth. How you doing, Mike? Had the pleasure of speaking to the managers prior to kick-off. They seem pretty confident, both coaches. Expectations for this game, Mike? Well, the action begins. It's a continued quest for a flawless home record for Remo Stars this season. The visitors from Jos would hope event of 2017 can be replicated today. If both teams play to their full strength, this could be a true classic. Remo Stars will parade from left to right in a sky blue outfit. Plateau United with the famous predominant white, sprinkles of green, and white shot will attack from right to the left. I'm not sure Remo Stars fans will be excited with that introduction, Mike, reminding them that once upon a time Plateau had made the trip to Ikenne and picked maximum points, but that was in 2017.
Lose that 3 defeat for Remo Stars in this fixture against Plateau United, so maybe they want to change something today.
They moved from that edifice somewhere in Imperial down to Ikenne. They now home of Remo Stars Football Club. A side and a surface where they've been pretty imperious. That could be that first real chance. Well, Ikenne-Remo is going to be in for one heck of a contest today, the goalkeeper for Plateau United.
He has to be ready for some battle here today. Inside just 2 minutes of action, Olalekan Adetayo are pulling his string and pulling the trigger right from range at the goalkeeper, ensuring that he was up to the task. The ball looked like it was swerving a little bit, but then it was straight at the goalkeeper with a toe poking a save and pick and save there. And of course, Lekon is thinking that should have been the first goal.
Well, it's the first corner. That could also bet the first for Remo Stars. They've been pretty fair with the set pieces this season. Partially defended by the Plateau boys. Semi-confidence first few minutes starts in. Is the catch for Ikenne-Remo of Plateau United. A bit of concern also, seemed to have been a mild collision at a Plateau United player. It's less than 3 minutes, but seemed to be concerns on the face of Fidelis Ilechukwu.
It must be seen that the concern is thinking of the board now. I think possibly he's looking at this defender down on the top, or looking at the fact that Remo Stars already has a shot on target in this game.
Oh, that's Christopher Mweze, the man who's breathing in pain at the moment. Doesn't look like he's making a hill out of a mountain, as they say, a molehill. Looks pretty much in pain. So that what managers tend to enjoy, just the first few minutes of the game. He could alter the formation he set out to get something off this fixture if he's forced to make a change, but it'll be good to see him carry on playing, the Plateau United defender.
For weeks in which he has prepared for this fixture, it's going to be an absolute shame to see him go off the pitch just inside 3 minutes. Maybe he was stepped on by his own goalkeeper. Nothing really, and that could really be a concern for Plateau United. When players go down without being touched, maybe it's just a very, very bad injury. We'll wait to see if he would be able to continue, but it's really not looking likely. He's touching his toe. We would see if he would be able to continue.
Quite the posture he's got. Ikenne-Remo is making his 4th start this season for Plateau United. Safe hands of goalkeeper Kaidu Bankole. That's a man who's successfully shot out the opposition 4 times this season. Surprising to see him put on the bench in that game against Ogun United. The team had the opportunity of placing Vincent Ndafe in goal, but he's been relegated to the bench today.
Maybe a little bit of a shake-up from Coach Daniel Gumodede. When you look at the performance of the old team, the goalkeeper also in particular, against Bendel Insurance, where they lost 3-0, maybe the coach felt like Bankole was feeling pretty confident and just made a little bit of shake-up and add Vicente Dafe. But that didn't change in terms of goals considered. They went ahead to consider another 3 in Uyo against Aqua United.
So composed play, Junior Nduka. Just how much they've mastered the width of this playing surface. So telling cross to the deep, just too heavy. That aerial collision. Diojo. Been quite some stoppages, the early exchanges of this contest.
I think it's given us a flashback of what we saw in the game between Shooting Stars and Nasarawa United in Ibadan last time out. We had early proceedings with the players being down on the turf over and over again.
The joy on the face of the fans potentially to see Diojo back and up on his feet. But he's such an influential player for Remo Stars. Got the presence of Uche Wasonya. He's one of the stand-up performers. Intelligently done, just to keep possession in for Remo Stars. Pretty seemed like a self-challenge, but the referee has awarded a free kick to Remo Stars, to the surprise of the Plateau United defender. Fidelis instructing the defenders how to marshal the wall to prevent some early concession. Abdul Rashid Awiyemi to take the free kick for Remo Stars. Not quite convincing. The clearance is still sets it off to just puncture the pressure. A successful 1-2, and the intention will be appreciated.
It's really been a slow start from these two teams. I think I was expecting a frantic start to the game, an high-octane game, but we've not seen that thus far. Maybe they are trying to not commit in the attack, trying to look at each other carefully and pinging in where they deservingly need to ping in an attack for themselves.
Pressure on Anoze Chinedu for Plateau United. Made 10 appearances for the Peace Boys last season. Successful enough to keep 6 clean sheets. Brilliant interception. Exciting play in the midfield for Remo Stars.
They are really not afraid to play from the back. They want their team to press, their opponent to press, and beat the press to ensure a space behind and get a chance for a goal. So beautiful play there, free kick to them, and they would enjoy that possession.
Look, being part of the early kick-off, just a big camp trying to seek out the a passage to heaven. For now, Plateau United have done well enough to just make all of this openings difficult to assess. Diojo, a player of many great matches in the Premier Division. Stray pass, just to have it to get across to Kazim Guyele. Not the best start when it's 10 minutes of action gone by in Ikenne, and no goals separating teams. Remo Stars 0, Plateau United 0.
First 10 minutes, aside that, a shot from Olalikon Adetayo. We've not really seen both sides create something. In fact, tried to make some exciting play, let alone I think just Remo Stars have been able to string some passes together. And now, maybe Plateau United will try to ascertain their own authority on the game.
Etodo trying to find Christopher Umweze fully involved, but that pass is unsuccessful. A sky blue side get the chance to regroup. It's the site of Shewa Gurubide to Abayomi Adebayo to Captain Junior Nduka. As Awayemi for Remo Stars. Exciting exchange of passes. His own side. That's a decent call back. Hoping for a connection. Not entirely porous, Diojo. But a player with such quality, you'd expect him to have done better.
For a player with such quality, like you said, he should have done better. I think he should have at least hit that on target. Coach Daniel Gumodede is actually saying, well done boys, that you really can do better. Beautiful cut back there from Olalikon Adetayo, meeting Diojo. I think Diojo was disturbed from that. He didn't get a clear path to the ball. There was Sami Anakwe who wanted to also nick in something. That didn't come well for Remo Stars.
Tochiko Michael. All the way back to find the ever-present Sifai Emmanuel, one of the high-scoring defenders, a top-scoring defender in the division this season. Itodo. Oh, that's a trademark throw. And they broke him! Oh! That was something special from Yuga. And that could have been one of the goals of the season from a drawing position.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ibrahim Mustafa meeting that's a beautiful throw-in. It's when the thrower of the ball, one of the Nigeria's finest thrower of the ball, Daniel Itodo, when he throws ball, it feels like a set piece. And look at Yuga there, Unduka Junior reacting slowly. Goalkeeper also went for that one, but it went inches, just agonizingly wide. We could have been talking about one of the best goals of the season there. Huge letter from Remo Stars.
That's a man who got one of the goals against Nasarawa United away from home. I mean, I say this away from home because in reality Nasarawa United have adopted the new Jos Stadium, so it was technically a home fixture for Plateau United. Oh, that's a challenge, but the assistant flag had got him for offside.
Eddie Ezekiel was trying to be smart there. I think he should have gone for the cross, but saw the overlapping run from Diojo and he felt that he can actually bring his midfielder in play. But that said, the offside that came through as flagged by the assistant referee, and Plateau United can now regroup.
Brilliant call from the assistant, just to cut out that potential attack. Plateau United have lost twice on their travel this season. They were victorious in the most recent, the 2-1 win against Nasarawa United. As I just touched on Ifeanyi Emmanuel and the man who almost got the opener, Ibrahim Mustafa, with a goal edge. In actual fact, that contest went down in Kaduna, the second adopted home ground for Nasarawa United, who successfully had picked up a first home win, or first league win this campaign, without a victory on Saturday against Kwara United. But Remo Stars with a chance of theirs. Set piece to be taken by Sheun Oguribide, the left back for Remo Stars. Confident look from goalkeeper Anas Chinedu. Doesn't look pretty threatened with what could be a shaky moment. It looks pretty good. That's even commanding and composed from the defender. Samuel Anakwe just looking around. So hoping to be fully involved in the action. Yuga. That's the flag up for offside against Plateau United.
I honestly do think that Remo Stars are a little bit vulnerable at the back. They really do not look the confident side they always are when playing at home in the defense, I must say. They look a little bit shaky. Undoka Jr. has not really been that captain who used to be imposing himself on the game, while his centre-back pairing, that's speaking of Shegun Lalere, has really done well thus far. But when Plateau United break on the counter, they look like they can create something, and something might actually happen. But for Remo Stars, keeping possession has been good, but creating something in the final third is where the problem really is now.
A decent float here. This goes past everyone in the 6 yard. It's quite energetic.
Kudus Akoni, he was the one that scored the equalizer against Accra United last time, away from home for Remo Stars. They did lose that game at 3-1. That was his first goal of the season. Had a very exciting season last time out in the NPFL last season, whereby he got invited to the under 20 and under 23 team, and also the home-based Eagles that played out a game against Costa Rica.
I'll always remember him for that opening goal, the 2021-22 Premier Football League season. As against MFM Football Club at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. Daniel Itodo with his trademark throw. As always, you protect the goalkeeper in such a situation.
And that was a big challenge from the Plateau United attacker there. The long throwing will cause Remo Stars problem all game. It would, and they have to be very, very careful. Some pocket of fans screamed the moment he made that throw because they felt like, was it a set piece or was that a free kick situation?
It always has the taste of a free kick, Michael, because Daniel Itodo has mastered our art over the years, and oppositions who are familiar with him, terrified when he gets the ball in his hand, which is surprising. That's a decent run. Some solid defending from Plateau United. Another way to Sheun Oguribide. Who's done this since this season, approaching from that part of the pitch for Remo Stars. That's Junior Onoka for Remo Stars. Olamide Kwade Dyer with a flicker. for the opt-in time. No one looking to connect. But Uyemi with a cross in. So well defended by Ikenne-Remo. No foul, says the referee. The player still down on the turf. It's a charge for Plateau United. Composed play from the home side.
The first time Unduka Junior looked confident defending an attacking face-off play from Plateau United. I think he did that very well. Calmly also, I must say. We've got Adebayo Apayomi down for Remo Stars, the defensive midfielder.
Imam Malik, a referee from Kano. So walking to not only assess the situation but also initiate the dead ball. Bayomi Adebayo. Quite the height. The presence of a much taller player, just always hard to take advantage. 20 minutes in, it's Remo Stars 0, Plateau United 0. A bit of shuffle close to the box. That's Kudus who goes with a strike. Goalkeeper saves, and the rebound doesn't fall kindly. So a player in sky blue has mild protestation that it just might have been tugged. At the end, it's going to be considered as a brilliant save from the goalkeeper, Anozie Chinedu.
Chinedu making his second save of the game right there. 1 minute, you think that ball was heading to the back of the net from Dayo Ojo. Eddie Dong is complaining to the referee. He felt like he was pulled back, but referee said no problem about that. Allowed play to continue, and Remo Stars are still in possession of the ball.
Remo Stars. Decent pass in. Jacobo Adams just helping out the setup in the middle of the pack. A bit of concern though for the goalkeeper Anozie Chinedu, who's down on the turf. Looks like he, while in the process of that previous save, had hurt his right shoulder.
The save again, Dayoju, I think that was a good dummy. Put the trigger right inside the box, going straight down to his right. Low drive down to his right. I think that was a good shot, and that was equally a good save from Chinedu. He might have injured himself, and on the playback, I think the referee was indeed right to have not allowed the complaint of Eddie Dong Ezekiel to get to him, because Eddie Dong was complaining that he was pulled back and trying to claim for a penalty, but that didn't come through. Referee rightly so judging that, and now Chinedu would have the attention of the medics. From what you know about the NPFL, some will tell you that our goalkeepers sometimes like to waste time, but for this one I think Chinedu looks genuinely injured from that save of Dayojo.
Well, he's been pretty solid in this fixture at Anozie Chinedu. He's going to see the pictures of the fans, and hard to describe the expression on the face of coach Daniel Ogumudede. Undercare with the clearance. That's a brilliant control. The intention was good, just the execution it's lacking. It's decided to just go a bit solo. Kurosakani waiting in the wings. Now the final ball just letting Remo Stars down. They've enjoyed heavy possession in this game, Michael, but
Rightly so, they've enjoyed that. Brilliant, well-controlled ball from Samuel Anakwe on the far left-hand side there. When you look at the fact that Remo Stars are coming through with crosses, they are missing their talisman, the lanky forward, Andy Okwe. I wonder why they are trying to cross for their striker, who is a little bit petit in this game. The crosses would have come through for Andy Okwe, but unfortunately got the red card last time out against Plateau United. But they've enjoyed the fair share of possession here.
free kick to Remo Stars, Ikenne-Remo. Not a hard call for the referee to make. Closed down heavy by Christopher Mweze. That'll be another corner kick to Remo Stars Football Club.
Remo Stars must try to make this corner count. One thing we know Remo Stars for this season, especially under coach Daniel Dugumonde, is what they can do with a set piece situation. The only goal they've scored ever in the history of the club on the continent was from a corner kick against Asfa Football Club of Morocco. So they have to make it count here today.
Ruby Day to take the corner for Remo. Straight to the back post. It's a kind defensive header, just way off. And he's at a position that could cost him problem. Captain Junior Ndokafo, Remo Stars. And a fine supporting Samuel Anakwe. Possession given off. Ojo. The referee plays the advantage and Setley will call a free kick to Remo Stars. Samuel Anakwe.
Samuel Anakwe earlier was brought down. Referee saw no problem about that. Then Dayo Ojo allowing, I think he called for an advantage, ball advantage there. And when the Dayo Ojo was acted down, he ensured that the free kick would eventually come for Remo Stars in a very, very decent area. And an area where Plateau United will feel very worried about because with Unduka Junior, they are really a good side on set piece, especially free kick. Talking of Remo Stars, we've got him standing on this one with Shehu Mumidi, the left back, and the defensive midfielder Bayo Miyaji-Bayo. Chinedu has made 2 saves. I think it would be confident in his ability to make a 3rd save in this game. He's building his wall. Let's hope that it would be concrete enough.
They're still having conversation on who will eventually take this. Got about 4 sky blue shirts. Got a man who seemed to be having some early romance with the football. It's Abayomi Adebayo. Who could get the chance to take this? There's also Olamileko Adedayo. Also they have the presence of Shehu Ogurubide. Oh, it's surprising though that Abayomi has just walked off that position. Adedayo looks primed to take this. It also could be Junior Nduka who takes, doesn't go past the first wall. He should feel disappointed.
He should. Earlier I talked about how concrete the wall in which Chinedu was trying to build. I think it's concrete enough now. The wall standing against that free kick from Unduka Junior. Disappointing one, I must say. If you want to score from that range, you should be skipping past the wall.
Unsuccessful, happy fit. It does well to just keep hold of possession for Remo. A groovy day. And a cross into the deep, timely intercepted. Olalere to take. His throw is perfect. Audacious effort, goalkeeper. Well positioned.
Chinedu is having a very good game. Shots coming through off the boot of Shehu Ogumide, left back. It's surprising that he really can shoot with his right. He's a left footer. Straight into the ends of Chinedu, who is making his third save of the game. I think he's had a very confident start into this game. The ball bounced in front of him. Unfortunately, he was on cue to make a save.
Yeah, from the goalkeeper to another. Half an hour of action played. The Remo Stars Stadium is still goalless. Well, an awkward change for this attack. Got about 4 blue shirts in the box. It's just how comical from a potential goal scoring opportunity to defending. It's been the tale of Remo Stars so far in this game. Go Diojo just hovering around that threatening position. Successful enough to deepen the cross. Heavy chest down. Another perfect volley. Appealing for a corner kick. The referee yields to his place. Samuel Anakwe almost with a chance. If only the ball was perfect.
If only the ball was perfect. In fact, if only the assist, the passer from Kuduza Koni was not heavy, he had to make do with bringing it down very well. I think that took the venom from the shot off him right there. Another opportunity from a corner kick. Maybe Remo Stars can make something happen here. They've threatening, but not really. They've not threatened enough.
Still a group day to take. Ball back to Shehu. And a floater from Kudus. Tries to find Shegun Olalere. Certainly the free kick in favour of the Plateau United defender. That's a man who also has been pretty solid all game long. Is winning the battles against Samuel Anakwe. Scored one of the league's fastest in history the last match day, but tonight there's not been that opening for Remo Stars.
It has not really been. After 32 minutes of football on their own patch, I think they've not created enough. Plateau United and Fidelis Lechuku would be really happy that they've contained Remo Stars in this game. Samuel Anakwe looking like the most liveliest of the front three for Remo Stars. Right from the left-hand side, he wants to drift into the right, trying to make something happen. But defensively, Plateau United have been solid.
Always combative, Clayton Sitodo. It was a telling pass. Well, in the midst of many, they still lack that cutting edge. It's Anaze Chinedu, the manager, not certain what the hands are. He's mouthing out to the referee, hoping that they could have called that for a penalty.
If you check it out on replay, I think no penalty there. It does not look like he was going in for the ball. Kuduza Koni, if not for that brilliantly defended ball from Okpara or Stain, I think he could have stabbed into an unguarded net because goalkeeper Chinedu had missed the ball. But really, Remo Stars keep knocking the door.
Ifeanyi Emmanuel. That's Christopher Mweze for Plateau United. Not a perfect sight. Looks like he's pulled a hamstring. So went down and challenged Kuduza Koni. He'll certainly be requiring some medical attention. Has been a high scoring campaign for Remo Stars. 6 goals. But, the man who has scored 2. Still on the pitch, so there's a hefty opportunity that he might get a 3rd of the season. And there's always quality on the bench for Remo Stars, so if he's forced off injured, you sense that they would have a befitting replacement. Well, emotionless fans, they have waited about 34 minutes and still haven't had the chance of celebrating a goal in this game.
Honestly, I think this is the first time Remo Stars playing in their own stadium this season that they've started very slowly and I think poorly. They always have this first 20 minutes very fast start to the game. Maybe the weather at the start of proceedings didn't allow them to really show what they can go ahead of for.
That's the statistics as regards the challenges we've had in this fixture. Plateau United has expected 7. Remo Stars have been pretty clean, just 2. There's a giant fixture just taking place not far off this match centre. So we had the Dama thing, but it's also a cracker like this. But what a challenge there from Christopher Mweze. A foul against the central defender. So much energy from Ezekiel Edidiong.
Ezekiel Edidiong really, really good when it comes to eating and starting the press for Remo Stars. Also has got some beautiful feet where he can dribble. And I've got huge energy in him. That tackle, well dealt with by Christopher Nwaize. He's got experience in the league. I'm not surprised he thwarted that run from Edidiong Ezekiel. Another set piece opportunity for Remo Stars. Coach Fidelis Lechugo should, and I think he's worried that you're allowing them to get closer to your box. And if your goalkeeper Chinedu has made that 3 saves thus far, he might just be finding an opportunity not to make another save.
Shewa Grubide to take the set piece for Remo Stars. To the back post, the header comes. Oh, it's a brilliant save, but the aftermath, the referee has given it. It's the first for the sky blue side. Remo Stars have that moment they can celebrate. Exciting times, maybe. Shagun Olalere, and you can feel the frustration on Anozie Chinedu. Complete disappointment. And that's the man who celebrates. And you mentioned, Mike, that just how terrible it was for them conceding set pieces. And after the goalkeeper made that save, fell kindly to Shagun Olalere. And what a time!
What a time to get that goal. Well, I think, yes, correct decision from the referee. The first time of attempt from Edidiong Ezekiel, goalkeeper made a good save. Shagun Olalere pounced on that into the back of the net. Even before Abdulrashid Awuyemi touched the ball, it was in the back of the net, over the line, and a goal for Remo Stars. Shagun Olalere, right on time, right on cue. Goalkeeper Chinedu says no. Referee says yes, the goal would stand, and Remo Stars are ahead in this fixture. Shagun Olalere scored a goal away from home in one of the preseason game against the Sunshine Stars. Now he has scored his first competitive goal for the Sky Blue Stars. He drinks his water. It's a water that has gone down the throat of many Remo Stars fans in the stadium.
Well, despite the celebrations, there are more concerns for the Remo Stars player who's down on the turf, and that collision pretty heavy. And it's surprising though. I'm not saying you shouldn't celebrate a goal, but you get a sight of your teammate down on the turf and you still go ahead celebrating your goal, Mike.
I think he thought he was okay.
By the way, that's Ezekiel Edidiong. It's good to see him back up. We don't want to see players stay too long on the turf. It's not pitch perfect.
He still does not look perfect for me. Concussion?
Well, hopefully not. Well, he understands where the chest is. He's going to be fine. he will be fine. He's just confirmed it, as we also can confirm the current score after 38 minutes. Remo Stars with that well-taken goal from Shago Lalere leading Plateau United. I would fancy it would be a frenetic final 5 minutes. Not good travellers, Plateau United this season. Mentioned how they've lost twice on your travel. And how pretty dominant Remo Stars have been this season here in Ikenne, yet to concede a goal at home. That's a pretty fascinating record, if you ask me, for Remo Stars. Sort of oppositions they've conquered. Academy Warriors on the first match day. Dash derby against Shooting Stars, and of course, not going to amplify that 1-0 win against Ayumba, but timely interception for a corner kick to Plateau United.
Timely from Samuel Anakwe. I've talked about how he has drifted from the left-hand side to the right, trying to make something happen. Now, suddenly he's at the back doing the duties of the defenders, stabbing that header back for a corner kick to Plateau United. Remo Stars would have to be wary of this one, really.
Well taken, Uche Nwosoye. Well, from a corner to a goal kick. One of the more exciting players to watch in the middle of the pack, but I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself. Feels like he's on vacation, Kayode Bankole, the Remo Stars goalkeeper. There's been no threat in his penalty box. Well, aside from that near miss from Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga early on.
Well, for Bankole Kayode, he would be happy that his defenders, most especially also his midfielders, are not allowing him to come under loads of pressure. Because with Remo Stars, they really want to hit on the press. And when you face a side that can actually press you, then before the ball gets to the defenders, and let alone the goalkeeper, it will take a whole lot. And most especially playing on their own turf, that's the Remo Stars Stadium here in Ikenne. They are a good side, and like you said, no team have scored here, not even the biggest boy in the league, Yimba Football Club.
Good interception, Kazim Ogunyele. Kurosakoni with a charge. That's a fine turn. Just did well to go past his marker, his onside. So seeking the presence of teammates in the box. That's not an intelligent decision to make. Stay on for a second. Goalkeeper off his line. Just the connection. And the complaint running in droves, Diojo. Oh, he's not too excited with the decision making of Christopher Nweze.
Same as the coach, same as Fidelis Ilechukwu. He really is angry. He's looking at the boys and thinking, no, but waiting I teach you now with this. He really is angry. Look at that cross from Shehu Ogunribide. Diojo felt bad about not gaining enough on that ball. Anozie is looking at his defenders and trying to complain to them that, boys, you've got to wake up. My eyes on you, you have to do something. And Diojo might have just poked that home, and that could have been game over for Plateau United. But then they're still in the game. They've still got to do something.
Well, it's a football match. There's the obvious second half plus stoppage time, so I don't think they should have their heads buried underneath. Nweze. Oh, that's a brief move from the central defender. Good piece of passing involving Olamineko Adedayo. The referee will play the advantage. Good call back. Samuel Anakwe just trying to swing one in. That's assisted by Abdul Rashid Aoyemi. And Akwa's passes distance. Goalkeeper Anazie Chinedu. Confirmation. 5 minutes, Mike, in this half. Have we seen too many stoppages?
We saw one with the goalkeeper, we saw one with Didong Ezekiel. Maybe the referee had 2 minutes in mind. Then with the stoppages of injuries, I think 5 minutes is correct.
Pursuit of a second, intercepted brilliantly. Yakubu Adams.
There be half-time pitch side. Okay, because Mike,
combative midfield. As getting it out physical in the final exchanges in this very cold half. The two sides rarely have played enterprising football. And there's been that moment where the fans inside this arena have celebrated success. Heridiung. That's it across to Kudus Akone. Agorobide. Kudus. Just walking through the ball, they seek that passage for that second. Happy feet. Well, it's a decent crossing. But Anazie Chinedu for the opt-in time. With a solid hand. Christopher Nweze. Defying Manuel hasn't had the opportunity to just show the entire world how brilliant it can be from an advantageous position. Tochukwu Michael. Christopher Nweze. Oh, brilliant turn from Neron Silas. He's got about 2 shots in the box. That's an excellent interception just to cut out the danger. But it's not over yet. Yuga has an appeal for a free kick. Right into stoppage time. And was a perfect chance for a potential equalizer. And such an exciting position for the visitors. And certainly not the perfect time to concede such a free kick. I reckon manager Daniel, they wouldn't be too excited about it. And a real test of quality for Kayode Bankole, the goalkeeper for Remo Stars. Is making his 6th appearance this season. Yet to concede in this fixture. Been able to keep shot the oppositions 4 times. 3 of those coming right here in Ikenne. Against teams with so much quality. How much smile will be planted on this immaculate cheeks of coach Fidelis Ilichukwu if this finds his way at the back of the net. It's taking goalkeeper. Well, call to action in response with such quality. Kazim Ogunyele The only change coming into this fixture from the team that picked up that 1-0 win against Quarry United. Into the final seconds of the 5 added. Cletus Itodo to take a throw with a taste of a corner. Oh, he's mastered that act. Oh, the referee has picked up an infringement. Unnecessary Yakubu Adams on Kaude Bankole. And this time Ifeanyi Emmanuel just mounting wards. It's getting a bit tense. Look to have caught him right. Yeah, just the collision. Don't find it quite pleasing. Yeah. Oh, neither did Ifeanyi Emmanuel, who's had a couple of goals this season. Well, as a central defender, that's something to celebrate. So currently the top scorer of the team with 4 goals for Plateau United. Kaude Bankole exhausting the seconds left in this game. Well, the 5 added, but by my count is exhausted. Yeah, just that save required from Kaude Bankole. Genuinely one of the finest goalkeepers in the Premier Division. Looks like the final action. Not the most pleasant, so fingernail biting half, but oftentimes they say the end justifies the means. Remo Stars have found that delight. Kote Shegun Olalere, who latched onto a drop ball from goalkeeper Anaze Chinedu to just put the home side ahead, to the delight of the fans who continue to chant and jubilate. A bit of concern though for Kaude Bankole. It'll be question mark if it would be fit enough to return in the second half following that collision with Ifeanyi Emmanuel. Anaze Chinedu might have conceded the goal, but he's been absolutely impressive. It's a swollen face he has, but this game is still within reach for Plateau United. A smile on the faces of the Sky Blue team. They've got 45 to defend. Half time from the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. It's Remo 1, Plateau United 0.
Halftime at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. It's Remo Stars who are inside the lead via the boots of Segun Olalere. First 45 minutes of this match week 7 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. We're live at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. It's halftime right here, and we would be talking to the chairman of the Nigeria Referee Association, and we've got right on pitch side with us, Otumba Tade Aziz. It's a pleasure to have you on pitch side.
It's a pleasure. Afternoon, Mike.
Thank you so much. We've seen the first 45 minutes of this game. What do you make of these two sides' first half performance?
Well, so far so good. The two sides are doing very well. They are playing technical football, being cautious of their approach to the game. And we've seen beautiful game. Some losses at the goal, some obvious goal opportunities lost. So, and the home team is leading for now. But we expect the visiting team to come back in the second half and do much better than what they have done.
So let's talk about your portfolio. You are the head of the NRA. Of course, we know there is a reformed committee when it comes to the NFF as regards
referees committee.
Referees committee. What is your impression of your men after 7 match weeks in the NPFL?
No, it's so far so good. They've done great. They've done very well, wonderfully well, I would say, and the results can attest to what they've done. So many away wins, away draws, home losses, and they just get there, do what they know how to do best, and it's been nice.
Some referees have been told to step down from the league. Can you confirm to us if this referee will return this season, or totally they are out of officiating in the top flight league of Nigeria?
I cannot say categorically that they will return this season. The truth is, it is very, very doubtful. I told them in the course of build-up to this league that whoever drops might find it very, very difficult to come back into the league, which is what we're saying. I've told them it is very, very dicey. That anyone that is dropped will ever come back. Because I know the number of referees we have in that class is so much, and there's nothing for us to prune down.
All right, before I allow you to go, sir, we've talked about some away wins according to you in the first stanza of the league. Do you think that the second stanza, whereby teams, some would want to avoid relegation, some would want to qualify for the Super 6, do you think that the level of officiating will still be the same as next season, as the second stanza of the league?
Look, I'll tell you one thing. The major problem referees have always had is security. And if security is what it is, if IMC sticks with the point deductions and things like that, I can assure you it will even be better than this.
All right, thank you so much. Otumba Tade Aziz, the chairman at Nigeria Referee Association.
Thank you, Mike.
It's a pleasure to have you here. We just spoke to the chairman of the Nigeria Referee Association right here at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. We're waiting the second 45 minutes of this game. It's still Remo Stars who has scored inside 38 minutes. Segun Olalere, the centre back, who scored for Remo Stars with coach Daniel Gumodede. Really excited with the first 45 minutes from his boys. This is still a live coverage of the Nigeria Premier Football League happening at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, in the southwestern part of Nigeria, and the Southwest boys are inside the lead, 1-0. We'll now take you back to Emmanuel Etim to continue the second half coverage with some juicy commentaries. This is the NPFL.
Yeah, pretty juicy commentaries, Mike. And some exciting saves there made by Goalkeeper. He was like Superman in the first half. What was like it was his Lewis Lane. Then again, that opportunity was orthodox. That attempt there from Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga. It could have been something special. But then again, just an inch away. Our frustration from the face of Kayode Bankole. And the Remo Stars had their opportunity to get one past Diojo. Another attempt to right in the penalty box, but the goalkeeper again called to perform, and he was sublime with the save. There was always going to be that opportunity for Remo Stars to find that breakaway point, and just seconds afterwards, it eventually did come true. That set piece opportunity, but just coming true. There was a mild appeal for a penalty in this instance, but then again the referee, from my commentary position, has since made the right decision by not giving a penalty. Just the expression on the face of the goalkeeper, who was called into action, made that save, but not too convincing. Segun Olalere in the 38th minute, just putting Remo Stars ahead. Being at the right place, at the right position. Despite the protestation from the Plateau United players, that ball will stand. His first goal of the season, to the dismay of a goalkeeper who has been really, really special. But there you go, a final real save of the half made by goalkeeper Kaude Bankley, and afterwards it was a melee between the players, just going into a little Royal Rumble. But good thing no one bled afterwards. Yeah, that's the picture you have. Quite a combative end to the first half, but Remo Stars will be happier of the two teams coming into the second 45. Remo Stadium in Ikenne, a fixture involving the home side who came into this match day third on the log, seeking to leapfrog Aimba International, who are taking their sport by virtue of their win in Gombe, hosting Plateau United, a team who haven't entirely been pleasing on their roads. So quite to anticipate in the second half, possible fight back from the Peace Boys. Some level of consolidation for the home side, who have been nothing but ruthless at home. And almost starting on the Bradford Diojo with a thumping strike. For those who've seen the goalkeeper, with a performance, had a taste of something to trouble him. He was well positioned again, just an unnecessary second charge from Ezekiel Adidiong. That's brilliant to see, fair play exhibited by Daniel Itodo. And I missed quite some concern for the goalkeeper, though, Onoze Chinedu, but it looked like he had quite the power. The goalkeeper well positioned, could have taken something weird to go past him. Unnecessary again, every second you view that. Challenge from Ezekiel Adidiong. It's pretty unsettling. Has got options on the bench. At the moment, though, they are pretty satisfied with the current score, as the reserve goalkeeper Pius Ibrahim asked to just go warm up. The possibility he might come on, and if that opportunity comes for him, it will be his first for the new campaign. Also presents some moments for the coach Daniel Ogumodede, who started off with Crown FC in 2008 as a physical trainer, just before he made that switch to Remo Stars in 2015, and it's been quantum leap afterwards for him. Just before that concession, he had the position to end the game as the man of the match. That's the face of the of the guilty party. Challenge shows distance. Ifeanyi Emmanuel. Just a confirmation that Ezekiel Edidiong, following that challenge on goalkeeper Anaze Chinedu, has shown a yellow card. He's been quite physical through this fixture, Ezekiel. A caution will possibly just calm him down a bit. Austin Opara was a stalwart at MFM Football Club, had the chance to play also under Fidele Silachukwu. Got the chance to make that switch to Aimba International, but now calls the high mountain play to his home. That's a crossfield pass, intelligently done. I mean, Michael, they've been exciting to watch Remo Stars in the second half.
I do believe they've upped the ante in the second 45. They've not allowed that slow start in the first half affect the start of their second 45 game. It's pretty possible that they might just get a second goal.
Well, I wasn't going to interrupt you to describe that, because I had the taste of an offside call. Samuel Anakwe just might have hurt his joy in the process.
He's really searching for a goal in this game. He's pushing 1 minute in the defensive half of Remo Stars. The next minute is in the attacking phase of play. Big one coming off his head there. I couldn't connect to the ball, and he somehow met the knee of the Plateau United defender, but play was caught back for offside, and Plateau United would have to think again and start reasoning that they need to push something in the attacking half of Remo Stars. Their final third quality has not really been there. They would have to try to see if they can get an equalizer in this game.
It's something you like to see, I reckon, an equalizer for Plateau United. Oh, the silence is loud. Free kick for the Piss Boys, taken quickly. Well, oh, that's a heavy launch on Kudayo Joe.
I think I like what Edino Ezekiel did there. If the referee wanted to play advantage, passing the ball straight back to him, knowing fully well that his man is down on the turf, was really a wise decision. The referee had to stop play, and the free kick will come. Look at that challenge, very huge from Yakubu Adams on Dayo Joe. Dayo Joe knew the player was not going to get through to the ball. He just needed to put his leg, and the free kick came through for Remo Stars.
And the free kick this time is for Plateau United. The same individual who was cautioned earlier on. It's the man who's given them a slight advantage. Yakubu Adams. So trying to be helped out by teammate Tochukwu Michael. Not sure what he's gesticulated. Doesn't look like a complaint, does it?
It doesn't. Well, if you're leading one goal in the NPFL at home, it's still not enough. You still need what many people will call the assurance goal to see off the game. So I think he's still not happy with the fact that his boys are not creating enough. They are creating, but not enough for a second goal. Although he can't complain, he's still in the lead his side.
Abayomi Adedayo just going in for that challenge. Ifeanyi Emmanuel. So trying to find Daniel Itodo. Yakubu Adams. Ifeanyi Emmanuel. It's composed play from Plateau United. Kazima Guleye. That's beautiful passing. And the flag is up for offside. One of the easiest call for the assistant referee to make.
Very easy. I think the central referee, the officials of this game, the central referee, assistant referee 1 and 2, have really been impressive in this game. At the moment they need to call ball for advantage, they did. In fact, we also need to appreciate the assistant referee spotting the offside there, and most importantly appreciate the central referee for spotting the goal, because the Plateau United players felt it wasn't over the line when it was actually well over the line.
Ojo. Ogurubide showing happy fit. Timely intercepted. It's pretty deep he's coming to support the midfielder, Ibrahim Mustafa. Oh, Sabalana Kwe for Remo Stars. Goes past the second man, but unsuccessful. Tochukwu Michael. Yuga. Kayode Bankole gets his first sight under the lens in the second half. That's one of the few players who have played every single game this season for Remo Stars, Shehu Ogurubide.
It's an household name, even in Ikenne, or possibly in the NPFL, because from the left back position, he scored what was voted as Remo Stars' best goal of the 2021-2022 NPFL season against Sunshine Stars in a 3-0 win right here. One beautiful volley from the far left. That was voted as Remo Stars' last season best goal. So he really can score, he can defend also. He's an exciting player on his day, a top defense player.
That record he holds alongside Shego Lalire, the goal scorer, Junior Ndokada captain, Abayomi Adebayo. Players who've started every single game this season. Ifeanyi Emmanuel for Plateau United. The Kodaya Ojo. Just to get confirmation that Ifeanyi Emmanuel has also been shown a yellow card. The Plateau United central defender. So it's one apiece for both teams. Itodo with the interception. The yellow card at Emmanuel. Daniel Itodo. So they try to just find that breakthrough for the equalizer. Plateau United. It's a happy control from Nerot. Tochiko Emmanuel, Tochiko Michael, I beg your pardon, just try to regain possession. Yakubu Adams. Goalkeeper off its line, it's not intelligently done! And Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga out of no real threats. The number 20 player for Plateau United have benefited off one of the great clangers of the season. A chance to celebrate his second goal of the campaign.
It's an absolute howler from Bankole Kayode. There is no how you can make an excuse for him. No danger whatsoever. He had no right to come off his line to try to claim the ball, allowing Ibrahim Mustafa to clinch that into the back of the net, into an unguarded post. Look at this again. He had to make long runs. It wasn't 2, 3, 5 yards. He made a whole lot of yards. He coupled that and he couldn't claim the ball. No way you would get through to the ball there. Even if you do touch the ball, it might just be outside the box. Ibrahim Mustafa would celebrate. Plateau United would be happy. Remo Stars would have to go again. They would have to find something in their arsenal to ensure that they get a second goal in this game. It is now delicately poised for the two sides. Anyone can win this one now. And suddenly, Bankole Kayode has given Plateau United something to think of in this game. They would start believing.
Yes, they can't start believing. Remo Stars won. Plateau United won. And the yellow card shown this time to Christopher Nweze. He's trying to protest that yellow card and also appeal, but the referee had made that decision seconds earlier. Take something extraordinary to have him rescind it. So here becomes the third player to be shown a yellow card in this fixture. Just looking at the challenge again, Mike, was that fair for a yellow card?
I think so. I think so. He might have communicated. The moment he was done with the challenge, he looked into the sky and felt maybe he did make a mistake, and the referee agreed with him and showed a yellow card. Another set piece for Remo Stars to possibly quickly get back inside the lead.
Anaze Chinedu. Brilliant goalkeeping he's made. Stay hunt for a second. This time it wouldn't come. Christopher Nweze. Just trying to mount out with his teammates. And that could have been threatening from Abayomi Adebayo. Just maybe 2017 in 2023.
Well, it remains to be seen how Remo Stars would react. It's the first time this season in the NPFL they are conceding at home. They've not conceded at home all season, so they do not know how to react. This time around, they must react to get all 3 points. Also putting in mind that they lost their last game away from home 3-1 against Akwa United. They must do something out. The beautiful thing about this is that they've got close to 29 minutes plus additional time to get something. And why not? So when you look at their substitutes, their bench, they've got huge numbers, creative numbers to help them.
A setup of the current score after time just amplifies the brilliance of managers. See how well the Plateau United coach Fidelis Ilichuku would take advantage of this Daniel Itodo. His throw always with a taste of a corner. He was born to do this. A flicker on. Not a convincing clearance. Oh, set. That's a straight decision from the referee not to have caught that as a free kick. Yeah, deserving so. You tried the manager complaining to the fourth official that should have been a free kick.
Coach Fidelis is now
He's furious.
Extremely furious.
As he should be. And just picture the story if this advantage is fully taken care of. A rare sight for Kudus to strike. Goalkeeper makes that brilliant save. And as Ikenne-Remo. That's our cutting shots, potential success, and now concern on the face of coach Daniel Ogumodede, quickly taking the corner. Well, tossing the live grenade, and this time he gives the free kick to Plateau United. Just right in their box. A free kick is Hayes.
It's getting interesting now from the two sides. I think they are giving us something to really watch. For the neutrals, it's really a good game, most especially in this second 45. Earlier, Nduka Junior was trying to flick the ball home, but before then, Chinedu Anozie was also on hand to add one of the efforts from Remo Stars. Edidong Ezekiel quickly finding Kuduza Koni, who shot straight at Chinedu. Chinedu going down to his left and ensuring that would not beat him this time around. But then, like I said earlier, both sides can actually win this game. The next goal would really be important.
And who says it wouldn't be for Plateau United? They've been a side with their tails up since that equalizer came, which was a gift on the platter. That's the new man, Albert Hillary, who's coming to add a bit of spice to the attack for Plateau United. You know who? Itodo. Headed out by Junior Nduka from one captain to another. The good thing is this is not a ship, so we can have two captains in it. Christopher Nweze. Almost giving away possession. And the process might have left a trailing arm. The referee would play an advantage. Not certain what's the reason why the players keep stumbling. Oh, that was swift enough. The referee coming out with a caution. Daniel Itodo saying it's the first challenge, referee. Oh, that could be. That's there could be retrospective action for the Plateau United player. The smile on the face of a man who's just picked up a yellow card. Very unusual.
The funny thing about the yellow card is the referee saying get up, just get up to pick up this yellow card. You're wasting my time, just get up. And a yellow card, another for Plateau United, Daniel Itodo. A stranger to see him get a yellow card.
65 minutes of action played, the confirmation about the current score. And the players who have had the privilege of having their names free kick taken, and he goes down. Oh, no challenge, certainly, Anozie Chinedu. How do you think the manager is thinking at the moment, Daniel Ogumodede?
He really is concerned now. It's not about feeling the pressure, it's about feeling concerned about the ability of your team to get something off this game. I think the substitution will come early enough because you have to chase the game, you have to find a way. Suddenly, Plateau United can sense a goal or more. Suddenly they feel they can do it, and that's where goalkeeper Bankole Kayode will feel like a culprit.
Nakudaro Joes giving away possession. Yakubu Adams. It's a heavy pass, but still kept within reach. Yuga. Yeah. Oily fit. Pretty slippery at that moment there with the passing. Baumia Adebayo. Itodo. That's a fast turn. The Remo Stars as they seek that second. Composed from Itodo. Even better from Yakubu. And the intention was fair to get to Albert Hillary fully involved in the action. Shimo Grubide. Samuel Anakwe for Remo Stars, unsuccessful starting step. Ojo. Oh, he's been up more soon. The referee says no free kick. Ibrahim Mustafa, intelligently done. And his right leg just hung within seconds. Free kick to Plateau United.
Plateau United really are enjoying their fair share of possession, most especially in the offensive half now. Shehu Gunride is looking at Ibrahim Mustafa and saying to him, man, okay, let's continue playing.
I think he's just saying we know ourselves now. You know, say I don't touch you. So something of the sort, I believe.
Touch him, nah. Feels like a yellow card to me, really.
Well, that would be taking it to the extreme. A free kick to Plateau United. Uche Owansonya. He's such a maestro, though. Possibility of some tactical changes a bit. Concentration on the face of a man who's dropped a clanger in this game and this time. Well done, Kayode Bankole. Protecting his goal perfectly. Equal measure in terms of numbering for the two sides. Heavy touch. It's the curse of the turf. Oh, that looks pretty odd. Good turn. Samuel Anakwe hesitated for a second. He genuinely thought he was offside.
I think 1 sec he thought that was offside. But look at that dribble. Nicely done.
It was fair, you were the one to describe it. Last season, Remo Stars were unbeaten from match day 1 to match day 11. 6 wins, 5 draws. And how fascinating that two of those wins came away from home. Today they get the chance to carry on the impressive home record. Could be a hat-trick of substitutions for Plateau United. Yeah, certainly just had the taste that he was waiting for the free kick to be given. It's about pace now. Nerot Silas is fresh, continues to chase. He deserves an applause, and he gets it from the fans. That's what you call defending.
Brilliantly defended there from Segun Lalere, the goal scorer, showing why he really is a thorn in the flesh, defensively and also offensively against Plateau United.
Yeah, he's on the score sheet, so yeah, more of a threat offensively. So much intensity in the second half. And that touch could come on! From 6 yards. Seemed like the whistle had gone. That could be the only saving grace for him, because that easily could have been a goal. And it's surprising to see this internal squabble.
I think they were not happy with themselves there. They are not happy with themselves there. Look at that. Eddie Dong Ezekiel, how on earth has it missed that? It was, for me, I think it's easier to put that into the back of the net than missing from that range. No way goalkeeper Chinedu would have gotten to that if he tried to put that on target.
Not the best travellers last season in the Premier Football League for Plateau United. 3 matches in the entire season. They did win away from home. Well, it's consent for Plateau United captain Daniel Itodo. I'm hoping this is not an injury, because it's been one of those seasons where he plays a couple of matches and the next moment he's out injured. There'll also be a hat-trick of substitutions. Mustafa, Chimezie and Anthony. It's pretty surprising not to see Anthony on the starting XI. Just considering how the manager thought best to rope in Kazim Ogunleye. So that's the substitution confirmed. It's Sunday Anthony, Albert Hillary, who came in earlier, Mustafa Abdullahi, and Isa Chukwuchimezie, who have all been introduced for Plateau United. Captain Daniel Itodo is taking off Uche Nwasonya and Kazim Ogunleye.
I think it's an interesting substitution from Coach Daniel Ogumodede. You needed to react, and rightly so, he did that, bringing on Gordon Odibo for Ekundayo Ojo. Dayo Ojo has not really affected the game. In the middle of the park, he has not really been that guy. But now, I think the runs would be there for Remo Stars with Gordon Odibo. He's really an interesting substitution and also an exciting player. Gotten from Ikodu City. Just the start of the season.
Yeah, Sunday Anthony's first presence on the pitch. Samuel Anakwe trying to go past 2 players. Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga. Here's Stochiku Michael. Dispossessed. 7-5. About that region plate has the confirmation. The scoreline hasn't been altered. Remo Stars 1, Plateau United 1. A crossfield pass, it's intelligently done. It's a brilliant control. It's an excellent strike, almost to perfection. Ibrahim Mustafa. Oh, well done, son. That could have been excellent if he was just an inch closer. What a chance.
What an absolute chance. Twice now he has decided to go for an absolute beauty. Look at this now. The first control, beautiful. The first touch went for an absolute screamer. If that touched the back of the net, that might just be game over for Remo Stars. It's a big 14 minutes plus added time now for Remo Stars and Plateau United. Most especially for Remo Stars in their quest for the Super 6 qualification. They've got to be very careful. While they try to attack, finding a goal to bring them back in the lead, they also have to be careful defensively.
Quite a potent player, the far right inside, caught it out Kudusakoni. Scored at the Nestor Champions, Mike, but I'm certain he would rather want to score here.
Absolutely.
There's always something about players scoring in front of their fans.
Now, in this sort of game is where you realize the need for Andy Ope, most especially when it comes to this set-piece situation with his ability in the hair and, of course, his height. But they'll have to do something now without him.
Shill Oguribi to take. The players are anticipating moments to celebrate. It's well struck. Well, he's been excellent, except from that goal he conceded. Hanazir Chinedu has been brilliant to watch.
The actual funny thing about the goal he considered was he made a save from the goal. His defenders failed to quickly react. So he has had a very, very good game here.
Yeah, it was a bit comical, just how the camera stayed fixated on his expression. Didn't seem too excited about it. Calling for support, he gets it. Oguribi Day all the way back to goalkeeper Kaode Bankole, way off his line. That's Captain Junior Nduka. That's another ever present in this team.
Very, very present in the team. Always in the thick of things for Remo Stars.
Flag stays down, the cutback is good! That's the propensity for maybe, maybe not. The latter, it is from the referee. But they continue to pile the pressure. Olamiliko Adedayo. And they spurned that opportunity for a second Remo Stars. A fair challenge. The referee has awarded a free kick to the Sky Blues.
Many in the stadium were calling for the referee to spot a penalty. Many thought he was asked down there. Good crosser from Samuel Anakwe, trying to find Young Ezekiel, but well twatted off there by the defender. That was a large ditch tackle. Well done from the defender.
Segun Olalere. Interception is good from Tochukwu Michael. Yuga, the goal scorer for Plateau United. I mean, there's so much you can take on. Remo, the number is equal. He rolls through, he's sticking a clipper. The referee wasted it off. No penalty, says referee.
Look at the expression on the coach of Remo Stars, Daniel Gumadede. Every single soul in this stadium feels that should have been a penalty after a dashing run from Godwin Odibo. Remo Stars are really pressing now.
That's the player who was just introduced by Coach Daniel Gumadede in Ekudayo's stead. We're in for some drama in the final 10 minutes.
Real drama, no doubt about it. Final 10 minutes plus stoppages would really define Remo Stars' season. Yes, I would say Remo Stars because they are the home side. They lost their last game. They are the one questing for that NPFL Super 6 slot. They've got to be very careful. While the goal out for the attack, they have to be very careful in their defensive half not to concede also. Now look at the pass, missed one.
Is it
Beyonce is there?
Yeah, it is. Here's Anthony. Tries to find Albert Hillary. One of the new recruits, so happy fit from him. Still Hillary. A floater to Yuga, hook and whip. Caught it back, no one to latch into what could have been a chance. It's a straight pass. Disappointing to watch though from Remo Stars, Jakub Adams. That's a 50-50 challenge. Anthony! Oh, it's a Sunday and it would have been excellent to see Sunday Anthony score on a Sunday.
And only one for him if he had put that into the back of the net. He felt he could do it. Went for that shot from outside the box. Fidelity Chukwu knows that his boys are sitting, sleeping, trying to wake up on a keg of gunpowder. They've got to be very careful now.
Christopher Nweze. They're still down on the turf, but as they always mention to the referees, if it's not a head injury, it won't be called out. So bold calls from the referee. You've got to taste that the referee is a black belter, so how many he can make those calls and he doesn't fare whose Orcs is God. Sunday Anthony for Plateau United. And they've been very calm despite coming under immense pressure in the last few minutes. The passing is good. Yakub Adams. Izuchukwu Chimezie also in the mix for the Peace Boys. Aside, who finished second last season, just some points behind eventual champions Rivers United. Got the opportunity of playing at the CAF Champions League, but there was a heartbreaking exit for Plateau United. A chance not too kind. All the way back to potential contender for man of the match, Anazie Chinedu. It'd have been an easiest choice if the easiest choice if he hadn't conceded the goal, but by virtue of goal scoring, it often tends to tilt and now frustrating the Remo Stars players.
That's what you expect. I would be feeling now that his boys can pick a point from here. They would become the first side this season to pick at least a point away from the Remo Stars Stadium. In fact, they've got 7 minute plus stoppages. To pick out 3 points is possible.
What a tilt that would be. That's an audacious attempt. Yeah, just too heavy for him. Olamileko Adedayo looks to have hurt himself in the process. In fairness, actually, Mike, he's been excellent to watch. He's held his own in the middle of the pack for Remo Stars, but this doesn't look good for him. It also could be sort of injury that he could just jog it off.
He's brought energy in the midfield. He's got energy, loads of it. No surprise that he might be feeling some cramp now. He's run the length and breadth of this pitch. He's done so well in the middle of the park for Remo Stars.
Composed chest out. Not a perfect control, but still keeps it within reach. Oh, a double swap sets Mai, the man who did justice, played for Kwa United to the season's back, will be taken out. Will be introduced, I beg your pardon, and the man who will be taken off. Not time to score today for Samuel Anakwe. Still gets the appreciation of his manager, and also Okon and Ikenne-Remo introduced for the injured Olamileko Adedayo. Throw taken. That's how to intercept, and he's done it brilliantly.
Brilliantly done there by Sheun Ogunbide. While we appreciate his cutback, we should also appreciate the defensive solidity there from Plateau United.
Yeah, certainly has gone past the line. A goal kick to Plateau United, but Mike, if that wasn't a goal kick, what a miss that could have been.
What it means, I think in his mind he felt okay, it's a
the
goal
way
kick
should have
already,
gone.
so he didn't bother himself.
Just gotten him some slack, I think, Mike. Edidi Young Ezekiel. Christopher Nweze. been impressive to see him play on a yellow card for the larger chunk of the second half. Looks a fair challenge. Yuga. That's the sight of the goal scorer Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga, who's down on the tough. Header B. Looks like the last action for him. Mohamed Umar is the man who's coming in to replace the goal scorer Ibrahim Mustafa Yuga.
Another
Fortunate
time.
goal, but a well-taken one, Mike.
Yeah, another time to take a look back at that fortunate goal for Ibrahim Mustafa. Aula for Bankole Kayode. At the end, for Ibrahim, he would say, thank you, I appreciate you.
Oh, 2 balls on the pitch. Eventually taken out. The Plateau United players just being a bit cautious to avoid any late harsh penalty call, maybe. Quality side by ramification. Remo Stars had the pleasure of playing on the continent for the first time, an appearance in the CAF Confederation Cup. That was as a reward for finishing third the 21-22 Premier Football League season. Unfortunately, lost out in the preliminary round 2-1 against the Moroccan side FAR. And that's encounter is still mind-boggling, because they a journey to Morocco picked up a solid 1-1 result. Came down to Ikenne and just somehow couldn't hold their breath. And that's the confirmation of the additional minutes. 4 minutes. If we'll get a stoppage time winner, maybe not, Mike. But here's a chance, you could say, for Plateau United.
A chance for Plateau United from this set-piece situation. For the two teams, it's just 4 minutes to possibly see the game off like this, or possibly also get all 3 points. In a game of football, 10 seconds is even enough. I mean, Remo Stars scored 16 seconds into the game against the Yimba. So 4 minutes is really a lot of time.
It is. It is. Every second counts in football. Concentration at optimum for both teams at the moment. Oh, Sonny Anthony dispossessed. Sakani. Oh, it's a decision from the referee to award a free kick to Plateau United. Oh, there's going to be possibly another change, Mike, for Remo Stars. It's Matthias Oguche who's coming in to replace Abdul Rashid Awuyemi.
Honestly, I feel it's a panic substitution. It's ease. They've got 3 minutes plus some 40 seconds to play. Oguchi Matthias is an out-and-out striker.
Neret Albert Hillary has gone down. The referee saw nothing worthy enough to call for a free kick, and Remo can take the advantage. Maybe not. It's a poor game of ping pong. Despite this being one of the headline fixtures for the game week.
From the screams in the stadium, you would sense frustration from every fan, some possibly might just be leaving now. 2 minutes left for Remo Stars to maintain their 100% record in the league, talking about playing at home.
They get the chance to play Plateau United away from home next game week. Remo Stars, that's a tricky fixture. Plateau United are without and with the manager in 24 hours.
24 hours?
Or less than 24 hours, yeah.
It's 6 hours. Very fast.
It felt like they had anticipated the resignation of the manager and penned down the new recruit. 2 minutes of the 4 played. Why do they look dejected, Mike?
Maybe they feel they can pick all 3 points. Daniel Gumode would also possibly like the adjective dejected, really. He looks a fallen. He really looks.
Tuning on the car. That's a good chest now, still within reach for a potential stoppage time winner. Excellent clearance there from Yakubu Adams. By virtue of the timing. Yeah, it's not over yet, but you just sense that he would celebrate this point if it's confirmed. Fidele Silichiguen, that's the man who might not be too satisfied knowing how awful the goal was they conceded. Just that loss of communication between the defender and goalkeeper Kaudi Bankole. And that's the final whistle. Not certainly the expected end Remo Stars would have anticipated. But I reckon they know that as long it doesn't taste like a defeat, their quest for a top 3 finish is well in place. They got the very first early on in the 37th minute, Segun Olalere. But just when you thought the confidence will be high in the second half, the combination of the defender and goalkeeper Kaudi Bankole gifted Plateau United that equalizer. All thanks to Ibrahim Mustafa. Plateau United continue their mild happy run in Ikenne. They've enjoyed fixtures against Remo Stars, regardless of the venue this matches are played. The fans not too excited. The referees have done an excellent job. And what more can be said? It's been simply perfect. And just the questionable moments earlier on, if those penalties were legitimate, but the referee overall after 90 was simply brilliant. They had the vision up. The fans had anticipated something better as the Remo Stars. Man, he considered how he stayed on the pitch with that remonstration. What a fixture this has been. What a game. A result from Ikenne, not a scoreline. Remo Stars 1, Plateau United 1. Just a flashback of those golden moments early on the contest, all of those excitements, combination of the man who eventually got taken off, Kundayo Ojo, has hitting one from such a distance. The goalkeeper had done decent enough to just pretty much put it in check until that cross came through. Lack of communication fell kindly to Ibrahim Mustafa. Yuga, as the fans call him, getting his second of the campaign. Happy times. And they know it's not a futile journey all the way from the Plateau down to the southwest. The old journey with smiles on their faces. Mike, standing by for more conversation.
All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel. It has finished at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, match week 7 of the Nigeria Premier Football League. It's Remo Stars 1, Plateau United 1. We now have the coach of Fidelis Ilechukwu, that's the coach of Plateau United, right on the pitch side to discuss what he has seen of his side for 90 minutes. At his pre-match thought, he talked about the fact that his boys were ready for all action in the 90 minutes. Coach, a point for your boys on the road. Last time out on the road was 3 points. This time 1 point takes you to 7 points from a possible 9 in your last 3 matches. What is your assessment of this game, Coach?
Yeah, it's a great game for both teams. But I think we did very well in second half because Remo Stars have a great team with crafty players. After the first half, they created a lot of chances. We are trying to look a way to curtail all those chances in second half. That is the reason why we see this game in second half. And I give it to my boys because they really did well in second half.
All right, Coach, at halftime, you boys were behind. What did you tweak tactically to ensure at least a point in this game?
Yeah, what we tried to do, we noticed that at first we did not attack the team, and the best form of to defend is to attack. We decided to bring some fast players in second half as well, so that when they attack, we attack. I know we are more good in defending than Remo Stars. That is what we try to do to make sure that we get goal. I know if we get a goal, we must defend it.
All right, thanks so much, Coach, for speaking to us today.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That was the coach of Plateau United. Speaking of the man they call the Grace Ball, he has propelled his side to at least a point here at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne. For the very first time in the NPFL this season, Remo Stars have dropped points at home, and of course, they've considered their first goal in the NPFL at home this season. With that howler coming from Bankole Kayode and Ibrahim Mustafa pouncing in and saying thank you, Bankole. I indeed appreciate you for giving me this opportunity to slot into the back of the net. It's a wrap-up from the coach of Plateau United, Fidelis Ilechukwu. We would now be speaking to the coach of Remo Stars. Daniel Ogumodede would be joining me on the pitch side to have his thoughts. The fans still looking forlorn. Some are finding it difficult to even leave the stadium because they thought it's going to be all 3 points for Remo Stars. But not all 3 points, just a point for the Sky Blue Stars. We now have the coach of Remo Stars, Daniel Ogumodede, right on the sideline with us now. Coach, you're smiling, but at the end of the day, it does not look like it's enough for you to smile to get all 3 points. Was not there for your boys. What is your general